Hey, Daily's 1000.
Hello, Vicky's Bills.
I saw your new YouTube video.
I saw it as well, actually.
No way.
I made it.
Whoa. I liked the thing you showed at the end that I made.
Yeah, I liked that as well, actually.
Shall we show everybody what we made to go with it?
Shall we show them how we made that thing?
I think we should.
Let's do that.
Yay.
Yay.
I got some planks of wood.
Where did you get them from, Becky's Builds?
I can't disclose that information, Daily's 1000.
Why not? Oh, that's sneaky.
I know. And then I glued them together with my hot glue gun from Poundland.
Oh, I love that, actually.
It was shit.
Oh, why?
Because it's from Poundland.
What did you expect? You got it from Poundland.
Yours wasn't much better.
Yeah, probably because it was from Poundland. Why are you gluing the edges of it?
I'm trying to get up in all the crevices with the glue.
Right up in the crack.
Yeah, just wrapped a shit ton of tape around it and thought, that'll do it.
Oh, I love that for you. Then what did you do?
Cheap air dry clay, don't need anything too spenny.
Actually, I got that.
In the video you didn't.
Fair. I bought it.
You did buy it, well done.
Thank you. Then what did you do?
I spent what felt like an eternity rolling it out. I got you to put the planks of wood down for me, and then I just sort of threw it on top and hope for the best.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I then padded out the front a bit so the gargoyles would sit nicely and wouldn't fall out. I marked out where the gargoyles were going to go. I remember you asking me if I needed a ruler, and I said, no, get fucked.
Thanks for that. And I can talk about this bit because I bought some 3D printed gargoyle heads off of eBay, of which came to the grand sum of £15. Probably the most expensive part of this whole build. And what did you do with them?
I made some holes, sort of just shoved them in.
Not very tactile, were you there?
I'm not usually.
Love that for you.
I usually just wing it.
And there they all are.
Then I drew some rough lines on where I wanted to carve the clay out for the cracks in Jabba's throne, and then I carved out said cracks.
That's cracking, is that? Mind the gap, eh? Cut above the rest. And once you'd cracked open the cracks, what did you do after that?
Well, I had to wait for the clay to dry. Which took a while.
It will.
A few days.
It's clay.
Yep, fuck off. And then I sanded it down.
Oh, that explains why it's so smooth to the touch.
We painted. Well, you didn't paint.
I painted.
You didn't paint yet. I primed the gargoyles with your paint.
Thank you.
That's alright.
For acknowledging that.
It's your paint. I used it.
Hey, it's our paint.
It's our paint.
Sharing is caring.
Thanks.
And then you painted the cracks black.
Right, yeah. I painted the cracks black to add some depth. No crack jokes this time.
That's deep, is that? We then worked on the 3D printed gargoyles.
Whoa.
And we looked at source images from the film.
And I decided I can make them look better than that.
So what did you do, Becky's Builds?
I painted them black.
Oh.
To start with.
Okay. You dry brushed some gold on it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And it was a light dry brushing, didn't go too heavy on it.
Some bits I did.
Yeah.
That's because I don't know how to get enough paint off my brush.
No, that's fine. I think it looked smashing. You added some technical paint of lilac oxide. Just a little light dose of that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I did. They were too bright and too clean looking.
Some weathering.
Yeah.
Love that.
I did some more dry brushing.
With dark grey.
I'm getting to that bit. With some dark grey to make it look a bit...
Worn.
Worn.
Worn stone.
Worn stone.
And then we went back in with a light dry brushing and sponging on Dawnstone.
Which is a lighter grey.
That's a lighter grey, is that? Something I thought was quite funny when we were discussing the making of Dias was the mention that we thought the cracks was where Jabba pissed.
It definitely is.
I think it is. So we decided to...
We added some staining.
So we added some piss staining around the cracks with some Agrax Earthshade, and then went heavier in with some shit stains, water-soluble rust paint. Now, I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, so we did a little test. It actually came out quite nicely. We didn't do it too heavily so that the rust would be too orange. This gave a nice grimy effect. And I think it came out pretty nice.
That was a good idea.
It was, wasn't it, actually?
It was.
I do have some.
You do. Fucking Mod Podge! I love Mod Podge.
Why do you love Mod Podge, Becky's Builds?
I don't know, it's just so good.
What does it do?
It's just glue, innit?
But why?
It's just good.
Why would we glue it when there's nothing
To seal it.
Oh!
And protect it.
Okay, well I do like some protection.
Stay safe. The throne just wasn't enough, Dan.
Wasn't it?
No. So I built some shit out of cardboard.
What shit did you build out of cardboard?
I built his palace.
Oh my god.
Not the whole thing though, because that would be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous.
But I built a bit of it. Built some stairs out of cardboard.
We made it with the space in mind. Jabba's palace in the film is very big, and if we were to do that full scale, that would be a little bit silly. You could probably do it in a small scale, like 3¾ inch, like Hasbro did, but at 6 inches, Black Series, that's going to be quite a challenge. It's doable, but to sit on a shelf, it was too high. So some little adjustments had to be made. It's not going to be accurate. If you want to make yours accurate, you can go do that, you loser. We wanted just a nice little backdrop for Jabba the Hutt. And you know what? Wait until the grand reveal, because I think it looks pretty fucking cool. Anyway, Becky's Bills, what did you do with the cardboard?
Are you alright now? You get that out of your system.
What did
I built shit. I built some stairs. And I stuck some more cardboard to the cardboard and built a little archway and added some depth in the background.
And you stuck more cardboard on cardboard?
And stuck more cardboard on cardboard. And then made a little vent to sit at the back.
Hey, but no one actually cares about that.
Why?
Jabba's palace is littered with so much shit you won't believe. So I made him some rugs, and I just cut these out of some fabric. I scrunched them up and weathered them a bit to make them look used. Becky's Build showed me how to make bowls, and she made me a bowl, and then out of... Becky's Builds made me a bowl.
Out of polymer clay.
Out of polymer Fimo clay.
Just polymer clay.
Polymer who? Polymer chain, that's what you're doing. And so I put this in the oven once I'd finished it and let it set. And then I painted it. I made the food look really disgusting. And then I got thinking, hey, I would love to have more of Jabba's designs in Jabba's palace. Because Hasbro hasn't done some of them yet, I started having a look at pictures and I thought, no, I ain't doing that because they all look very hard to make. I ain't that talented at sculpting some of this shit. But then I saw this glub shito, Wall Caboshite, or Gol, that's his other name. I think that's his official name, canonically. His job in Jabba's palace is to sit there and lick people. It's just a thing he does. Here's a picture of him with C-3PO. He gives his people a cheeky lick. So I got to work making him out of polymer clay. And once I finished sculpting it, of which I thought I did a fairly good job, if I dare do say so myself, I painted the fuck out of that shit, getting all those mad details and ting and weathering, and I think he came out pretty damn great. It's just a weird little glub shito and it's not 100% accurate. I think I did a pretty good job of representing him. And here's all the things I made and painted with Fimo.
Polymer clay.
with polymer clay. That's not all I did, because I noticed there was another glove shit out in Jabba's palace, of which I could easily take a pre-existing action figure for, cut some bits off it, in the form of this Tika the Jabba, which I found for £5 from Game. Mental how Hasbro has tried to charge. And so Becky got to work on making Jabba's biggest fan. Haha, did you get it? That's pretty good, wasn't it?
It was.
Thank you.
I made it with a kebab skewer that I cut, and then I stuck some cardboard to it and some kitchen roll using Mod Podge.
Fucking love Mod Podge.
I fucking love Mod Podge.
Modging podging. And I painted the everlasting F out of it with my paints. A variety of green paints and silver.
You did a good job.
Thank you. And I Mod Podged over that again to make it super sealant tight. Wafty. Right, I need to go to the toilet, so I'll leave you to talk about making the rotisserie, because you built it out of cardboard. I need a wee, actually. You'll be alright.
Are you actually going to the toilet?
Yeah, actually. Have fun with that, I really need a tinkle.
Okay. I think he is actually going for a wee. I made the rotisserie for Jabba's food behind him. I drew the shape on some cardboard and then I stuck it all together. I made some coal, or what I hope looks like coal, out of some blobs of hot glue, and then I just left Dan to paint it. Hello?
Do you finish it?
I've done it!
Oh, I love that, because now I can talk about the fact that...
You painted it?
Yeah, I was going to say that, actually.
I've already said it.
Well, I painted it with some bronze colours, and I made the fire look fiery and coaly. And I think that looks quite delicious, actually. I just made a chain. I made a chain.
You did?
Do you know what the chain of command is?
No.
It's the one I beat you with until you realise who's in control. Let's have some pillow talk.
I made some cushions.
That's soft, that is. How did you make the cushions, Becky's builds?
Well, I cut some fabric out, Danielise 1000. I painted some of them because they just weren't the right colour.
Yeah, there's a mixture of reds and browns in Jabba's palace.
And greys.
And greys.
Jesus, get your facts right. And then, you'll never guess what I did.
What did you do?
I sewed them together and stuffed them real good.
You didn't stuff that up, did you?
No. I did some weathering.
The Agrax Earthshade is always the gentleman's choice.
That's the one. Put a load on the fabric.
On the pillars.
On the pillars.
And the pillars.
On the pillars.
A bosh. Jabba's proper pillars. Pillars. Anyways, back onto the throne room itself.
You had a really good idea to get some polyfiller.
Oh yeah.
For texture. We got a tub of it and I just slapped that shit on everywhere.
Oh. We let it dry.
We let it dry because it takes a bit of time.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time because it's polyfiller.
We mixed some paint up. We had to make a colour.
That's what it sounded like.
No, it didn't. Shut up, I'm talking.
We used lots of Games Workshop paints, which in hindsight we probably shouldn't have done because that's spenny as fuck.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
It looks cool as shit.
Worth it.
And we weathered it.
I weathered it.
Becky weathered it.
You didn't have any part to play in this process.
Hey, thanks. Slap on that Seraphim Sepia. You did a pattern.
I do. It was very long and very tedious, but it looks cool as shit now.
Cool as shit.
It was all one colour, so I wanted to add some dimension.
None of them oils up on that vent.
Hey, that vent looks good now.
Does actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's It's alright. Hey, Daniel's 1000.
Yes, Becky's builds.
Do you want to see the finished product?
Oh, I would very much like to see the finished product.
Here it is!
Oh my god! Oh, and there's Jabba's throne room with all the figures decked out. Look at the textures on the stairs, the pillows as well. Salacious Crumb sat there eating his food-ins, and the gargoyles look wonderful, and the throne looks absolutely disgusting. I love it. It's beautiful. It's disgustingly beautiful, my dad. Oh, and Lord, there's the rotisserie, the food, and oh my God, look at the design on the printing. Oh, and the bowl, I made that. I did that, actually, mate. And I made this as well. I painted that. I painted Goll. What a glum shito. He's hiding up there, ready to lick all the guests that come into Jabba's palace. Oh, and there's the rotisserie again. I painted that. Becky's builds made it, though. Oh, my God. Becky's builds made that. I also painted it. Oh, my Lord. It looks absolutely fantastic. I made that. I made that, and I painted that one as well, actually. Oh, look at the jar. I cut bits off that. Becky's builds made the fan, though, and I painted the fan. Oh, I am a fan. Oh, look at that reveal of Jabba on the throne in his palace, and Gold's just giving him a little lick, and there's the Jawa, and there's Salacious Crumb. Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you, Becky's built so much. I'm going to cherish this and put it proudly on my display. Thank you very much.